We are storytellers. It's in our DNA. From the earliest days of humanity, we've gathered around fires, kitchen tables, and living rooms, passing down wisdom, laughter, and lessons through the simple act of sharing our experiences. Storytelling is how we make sense of the world and our place in it. We use stories to connect, to understand, to heal. Through our words, we bridge the gaps between us, finding common ground in our struggles and triumphs. Stories help us feel less alone, reminding us that others have walked similar paths. But what about the stories we never speak? The ones we swallow out of fear or shame? The secrets we keep hidden? The pain we tuck away, hoping it will fade if we just ignore it long enough? Those stories don't disappear. They settle into our bodies, quietly shaping the way we move, breathe, and feel. Unspoken truths become silent burdens carried in our muscles and bones. Our bodies become living archives of our unspoken truths, holding our joy, grief, anger, and vulnerability. Every emotion we suppress leaves a mark, a physical echo that lingers long after the moment has passed. Every time we silence ourselves, our bodies remember. The tension in our shoulders, the tightness in our chest, the tears we refuse to shed, they all tell a story even when our lips remain sealed. This isn't just poetic, it's biology. Science shows us that emotional pain activates the same regions in the brain as physical pain. Our nervous system records every slight, every heartbreak, every moment we felt unseen or unheard. When we suppress expression, our systems get tangled. The stress hormones linger, our muscles tighten, and our breath becomes shallow. Over time, this can lead to chronic tension, fatigue, and even illness. That knot in your stomach or tension in your jaw, that's your body holding the story. It's a physical manifestation of the words left unsaid, the feelings left unexpressed. Our bodies are more honest than our minds. While we might convince ourselves that everything is fine, our bodies reveal the truth through subtle signals and persistent discomfort. We might say we're fine, but our bodies don't lie. The fidgeting, the forced smiles, the defensive postures, they all speak volumes about what we're really feeling inside. Persistent headaches, fatigue, chronic pain, these are signals, not random malfunctions. They are the body's way of waving a flag, asking us to pay attention to what's really going on beneath the surface. They're messages from within, asking to be heard. When we pause and listen, we can begin to understand what our bodies have been trying to tell us all along. Listening to these signals isn't about blame, it's about curiosity and compassion. It's about approaching ourselves with kindness, seeking to understand rather than judge. It's a radical act of self-respect to ask, what are you trying to tell me? By tuning in, we give ourselves permission to heal, to grow, and to let go of what no longer serves us. We are not machines. We are whole, integrated beings, complex tapestries of mind, body, and spirit. Our well-being depends on honoring every part of ourselves, even the parts that hurt. Healing begins when we honor the stories our bodies are desperate to tell. When we share our truth, we invite connection, understanding, and the possibility of transformation. Our wholeness depends on it. By listening to our bodies, we reclaim our stories, and in doing so, we reclaim ourselves. Suppressed emotions don't vanish, they transform. It's like holding a beach ball underwater, exhausting, and eventually it bursts out. The energy of unspoken feelings creates chronic stress, weighing us down physically. This weight shows up as aches, fatigue, headaches, or digestive issues, our body's language for distress. Shame makes us shrink. Anger clenches our jaws. Worry knots our stomachs. These aren't weaknesses. They're natural responses to emotional overload. The danger is in normalizing these symptoms, ignoring the messages. We pop painkillers, drink coffee, and push through, silencing our bodies again. True healing starts with curiosity. Is my pain just physical, or is it carrying a story? When we dare to ask, we begin to put down the weight. Our bodies are asking us to listen. That's the first step toward relief. The mind-body connection isn't just theory, it's science. Dr. Bessel van der Kolk's research shows trauma reshapes our brains and nervous systems, trapping us in high alert. Even everyday stress, when unprocessed, keeps our bodies flooded with stress hormones like cortisol, harming our health. Studies revealed that emotional conflict slows healing, while gratitude and connection boost immunity. Our bodies respond to every unspoken resentment and every act of kindness. Suppressing emotions can make us sick. Expressing them can help us heal. Emotional hygiene is as vital as physical hygiene. We can't separate mind from body. Our autonomic nervous system is our body's security guard, always scanning for danger or safety. It has two branches, the sympathetic, fight or flight, and the parasympathetic, rest and digest. Emotional threats trigger the same stress response as physical ones. If we don't process emotions, our bodies stay stuck in high alert or shut down in numbness. Chronic tension or exhaustion is the body's way of bracing for impact. Healing means teaching our bodies the threat has passed. Practices like deep breathing help reset our system. Understanding this, we become active participants in our own well-being. We can move from reactivity to resilience. It's not just the big, dramatic traumas that shape who we become. Often, it's the accumulation of small, everyday hurts that quietly mold us over time. These are the moments that slip by unnoticed. A friend's offhand comment, a parent's distracted response, a teacher's dismissive glance. Each one may seem insignificant on its own, but together, they leave a mark. Every ignored slight, every dismissed feeling is like a stone added to the invisible bag we carry on our backs. We may not notice the weight at first, but with each passing day, the load grows heavier. Over time, these stones become a crushing weight, making even simple tasks feel exhausting. We wonder why we're so tired, not realizing how much we're carrying. Chronic tension in our shoulders, knots in our stomachs, headaches that linger. These are often echoes of a lifetime spent bracing for criticism, swallowing our needs, or holding back tears. When a child is told not to cry or to be strong, they learn to suppress sadness and vulnerability. That lesson doesn't fade, it becomes a pattern, carried quietly into adulthood. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. Even when we can't recall the details, our bodies hold on to the pain, tension, and fear. This is why self-compassion is so crucial. We must allow ourselves to grieve not just the big losses, but the small ones too. Every moment of pain deserves validation, no matter how minor it may seem. Sometimes healing begins by telling our younger selves, "I see you, that was hard. You didn't deserve to carry that alone." This simple act can be deeply liberating. Acknowledging these small hurts isn't about dwelling on the past. It's about giving ourselves permission to heal. It's about understanding that our feelings are valid. When we recognize and honor our pain, our bodies can finally begin to release patterns and tensions that have been held for years. Every small hurt matters. Healing starts with recognition and gentle acceptance. With each act of self-kindness, we can begin to lighten the load, one stone at a time. The journey may be slow, but every step brings relief. Our stories, no matter how small, deserve to be heard. Sharing them can help us and others feel less alone. And our bodies, after years of carrying silent burdens, finally deserve peace, comfort, and relief. Healing is possible, and it begins with honoring every echo of hurt. Many of us battle our bodies, seeing pain or anxiety as weakness. But what if these signals are acts of protection, not betrayal? Anxiety before a presentation isn't sabotage. It's your body guarding you from perceived threat. Exhaustion may be your body's way of enforcing rest. Our bodies speak in sensation, not words. A stomachache or tight chest is a message, not a punishment. We've been taught to ignore the messenger instead of reading the message. Shifting from shame to curiosity transforms our relationship with ourselves. Ask, what are you trying to protect me from? Our bodies are allies, not enemies. Healing begins when we listen. Shame is the heaviest emotion we carry. Unlike guilt, which says, I did something bad, shame says, I am bad. Shame thrives in secrecy and silence, convincing us to hide our true selves. This hiding triggers a physical shutdown, slumped posture, shallow breath, numbness. Chronic shame teaches our bodies to live in collapse, leading to lethargy and disconnection. The longer we keep shame secret, the more power it has. Our bodies may even develop stress-related illnesses as a result. The antidote? Bring shame into the light. Sharing our stories with empathy dissolves shame's grip. Vulnerability is courageous. It signals safety to our nervous system. When we're seen and accepted, the heavy cloak begins to fall away. We reclaim connection and vitality. Our bodies can finally exhale. Neuroscience shows that naming our emotions helps calm the storm. Name it to tame it. Labeling feelings engages the rational brain and soothes the emotional brain. We can't release what we don't acknowledge. Expanding our emotional vocabulary gives us power to move through feelings, not get stuck in them. The next step is sharing with someone we trust. Vulnerability is the antidote to shame. When we're met with empathy, our nervous system feels safe. Healing happens through connection, not isolation. We don't need to share with everyone, just one or two trusted people. The goal isn't advice, but to be seen and heard. This breaks the cycle of suppression. We tell our bodies, you don't have to hold this alone. Together, we lighten the load. We move toward wholeness. Healing isn't a destination, it's a daily practice, a gentle unfolding that happens moment by moment. Each day we are given a new opportunity to reconnect with ourselves, to nurture our minds and bodies, and to move a little closer to wholeness. It all begins with awareness. Take a pause, breathe deeply, and notice your body's sensations without judgment or criticism. This simple act of tuning in is powerful. Learn to listen to your body's language, the subtle cues, the tension, the ease. Your body is always communicating with you, offering wisdom if you're willing to listen. Next, practice self-compassion. Offer yourself the same kindness and understanding you would extend to a dear friend. When you stumble or feel pain, respond with gentleness, not harshness. Self-compassion is the foundation of healing. This shift from self-criticism to self-care changes your body's chemistry, moving you from a state of threat to one of safety and care. Your nervous system begins to relax, making space for healing. Movement and breath are essential parts of this journey. Emotions are energy in motion. They need to move through your body, not get stuck inside. Walk in nature, stretch your body, dance freely, or simply shake out tension. These simple acts help release stress and restore balance. Pair movement with conscious breathing techniques like box breathing or slow, mindful inhales and exhales. This helps regulate your nervous system, bringing calm and clarity. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Connection is vital. Healing happens most deeply in community, with friends, support groups, or therapists who truly understand the mind-body link and can walk alongside you. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Sharing your story, your struggles, and your hopes with others rewires your brain for safety and trust. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's a bridge to deeper connection. Every act of self-kindness, every moment of connection lightens your emotional load and reminds you that you are not alone on this path. The journey toward wholeness isn't always easy. There will be challenges and setbacks, but every step forward is meaningful. With each act of courage and care, you move closer to the life you deserve. Remember, you are worthy of feeling whole and free. You are not alone. Your body's story matters deeply. Listen to it, honor it, and allow yourself to heal at your own pace. This is the path back to yourself, a journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and lasting wholeness.